Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm Bella, the lawyer you requested. Nice to meet you. Now, I haven't had a chance to look over your entire case, but from just a quick skim through your file, it looks like you've been arrested for art theft, correct? Okay. And how long were you in this interrogation room before you requested a lawyer? 3 hours? What did you tell the detectives? Nothing. Oh, good. Even if you're innocent, staying quiet until you have representation is in your best interest. Don't worry. We will sort all of this out. But first, I need you to tell me what happened. Start from the beginning. Where were you 2 nights ago when the theft occurred? At home. All night? And can anyone else confirm your alibi? No one? That's all right. And you live 5 blocks from the art museum, is that correct? I'm assuming you didn't see or hear anything suspicious from your home, did you? Oh? You saw a truck speeding in the opposite direction of the museum? Can you describe that for me? What did the truck look like? And what time would you say that was? Did you see anything else other than that? No? Try really hard to remember. Anything? That's all right. We can come back to that question if you think of anything else. Now, before we discuss any further, I want you to look at me. Perfect. Just look right into my eyes. I know this has been a really stressful process for you, but I need you to relax. Can you do that for me? Can you take a few deep breaths for me? Just inhale. And exhale. Just keep doing that for me, okay? Breathe in and out. Good. Keep looking into my eyes. It's important you don't break eye contact. Shh. Save your questions until the end. Focus on my eyes and the swirling blue color within them. Do you feel that? Your muscles relaxing, the way your arms just want to fall to your sides, the heaviness in your whole body. It's a good feeling. It's almost tempting, like something you could give into completely. Still deeply focusing on my eyes, even though your own are growing sleepier with every passing moment. It's impossible to look away now, and you can't think of any reason why you'd want to look away anyway. In fact, you can barely think of anything. When you try to think of anything, those thoughts just dissipate before they can form. You're doing perfect. I'm going to snap my fingers in a moment, and when I do, you're going to give in to that sleepy feeling. You'll let go and feel your mind become a completely blank slate. 3, 2, 1. Sleep. And you're out for the count. If you weren't deeply asleep right now, you probably would have noticed I'm not an ordinary lawyer. In fact, I'm not a lawyer at all. I'm a sort of hired gun, except I don't kill people. I hypnotize them. I have all sorts of clients who need memories erased, opinions changed, people humiliated. You get the picture. My clients are the ones who stole all those paintings from the museum that night, and unfortunately for you, they need someone to take the fall for the crime. So I'm gonna alter your memories a bit, and you're gonna confess. Don't worry, you'll be out of prison in a couple of years. Looks like you're trying to wake up. It's impressive that you can resist after I already dropped you, but all I need to do is snap my fingers like this, and you go right back down, even deeper, under my control. Completely hypnotized. See? It's useless to try and wake up. So just stay asleep. Let me take over for you. It feels so good to be under my control. So don't try to fight it. Now, about that art theft. Everything I say becomes truth to you. You won't remember anything about that night other than what I tell you. Nod your head if you understand. Good. First, forget the truck you saw speeding away from the museum on that night. It never happened. The image is completely gone from your mind. Erased. Faded. Blank. Your memories of that night are just a blank slate for me to overwrite with new memories. Nod your head if you understand. Good. You're doing so wonderfully. Now, this is what you really remember from that night. Last month, a man on the phone called you from an unknown number and offered you $2 million to steal 3 paintings from that museum. He told you the code to disable the alarms and turn off the security cameras. Then, after a few weeks of planning, you finally carried out the heist by yourself. Afterward, you burned all your plans so there'd be no trace of your involvement. Last night, you delivered the paintings to the man who hired you. He spoke with a German accent and drove a white minivan. You don't remember the brand or the license plate. And that's it. That's all the information you need to tell the police. Once I wake you, you'll feel so incredibly guilty that you won't be able to keep quiet. You must confess everything. And if the police need more information from you other than what I've already placed in your mind, you can either lie or say you don't remember. And it goes without saying that you won't remember being hypnotized by me. Is that clear? Good. Waking on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, is there anything you'd like to tell me before we discuss your legal options? What? You'd like to confess? Are you sure? You can't take back a confession once you give it, and you'll likely be taken to jail once you give your statement. I believe the maximum sentence for this is 10 years. Although you'll probably get less than that since this kind of crime isn't prosecuted as harshly as it is in other cities. And if you plead guilty, you may get a lighter sentence. Okay, then we'll plead guilty. Shall I call the detectives back in to record your confession? Great. Don't worry. You're doing the right thing.